Hi there. If you're anything like me, you might be suffering from some kind of chronic illness, whether it's immune system, dietary, gastrointestinal, skin condition. Maybe you're just a little bit over the hill. Maybe you're a little bit stressed and things aren't as good as they should be, and you're looking at some options to try and improve your health. Come along with me on this, my first ever YouTube video, as I do a 5-day water fast and start implementing some dietary changes like Wim Hof method and keto. And hopefully you'll get something out of it. Let me know how you go in your comments below and what your thoughts are. And don't go too hard on me. It's my first ever video, so hopefully things will improve as time goes on. Cheers. I've just recovered from a flu that's taken nearly 3 weeks. Normally I'm never sick more than 3 days or so, and only ever on a weekend because of course I work for myself. I've got a history of a bit of eczema around my torso, not much, but haven't seemed to be able to shake that off at all for the last year or so. I've had a plantar fasciitis on my left heel and somewhat on my right heel, but it's time for me to make some changes. I'm probably carrying 10 kilos more than I should, and even though I've been going to the gym for a few months, hasn't changed very much at all. So it's time to make a change, and I'm going to begin by doing a 5-day water fast and add on to that the Wim Hof method, which involves some breathing exercises, cold showers. So this is the first of my life-changing events that I'm about to embark on, and hopefully we'll be keeping a video diary to tabulate results. So today is day 2 of my health kick video. I've recently turned 48, and over the past 12 months noticed some health issues that weren't exactly pleasant, some stomach issues and knee arthritis starting to kick in, and puffiness under the eyes, which has been there for some time, but I know it's something that needs to be managed through diet and exercise. Not feeling as well as I should, not having as much breath and oxygen capacity as I should. So I thought it was time to bite the bullet. And these video blogs are a way for me to journal my own progress, as well as maybe provide some help and insight for others who are going onto the same journey. So, yesterday I mentioned it was my first day of trialing 2 techniques. The first was a 5-day water fast, which I'd been researching somewhat, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And the second thing was I'm undertaking the Wim Hof method of ice bath and breathing exercises, and I'll explain why I'm doing both of those one by one. So firstly, the water fast, not necessarily anything special, but what I'm doing is drinking only water, and what I found was that immediately made me want to go to the toilet, number one. So in order to not dehydrate, I insisted on drinking about 400 mils of water after every time I go to the toilet. And the interesting thing was that I found I was going every 20 minutes or so. So every time I finish, I drink another 400 mils. 20 minutes later, I get the urgency to go again, and so on. And this kept going on all day. Mind you, I kept working, and it was only in the evening that the episodes of urgency started to diminish to maybe hourly or something like that. So the question I had was, this urgency to go, I don't think that I was totally hydrated and therefore every time I fill up I have to go. It may be just that I'd had a lower capacity, and the body maybe was trying to detox flush out toxins, and was using every opportunity to work the kidneys through. So we know in traditional Chinese medicine, puffy eyes have a relationship to the kidneys. So I insisted on continuing, and this morning when I got up, I kept going as well. And again, the urgency is every 20 minutes or so when I've had a drink. So I'm going to continue that over the course of this fast, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. Hopefully I won't lose too many electrolytes, but I'm taking some vitamin supplements as well, so hopefully they'll maintain that. I don't feel hungry. I did yesterday. Not ravenously hungry, but there were certainly periods through the day where I felt I needed a meal. But I'd go and have a drink of water, 400 mils of water, every time I felt a bit of a hunger, and that seemed to subside. So this morning I woke up, wasn't hungry really, but when I do feel like it today, I'll just continue with the water approach as well. In terms of energy, I don't feel too bad. Maybe a little bit flat towards the evening, but otherwise not bad at all. So my energy levels appear to be good. I'll report back as that section comes in. I'm not sure if I'm going to do videos every day. I'll certainly try, especially during the water fast phase, because the results may or may not be interesting. But with the Wim Hof method, I'm certainly looking forward to better vitality, better immune system function. As I mentioned yesterday, one of the other reasons for me undertaking this was I'd had a bout of the flu that went on for a good 3 weeks. So that's not like me at all. So I thought it's time to do something a little bit more drastic and radical and see if I can recalibrate the system a little bit and feel a bit healthier. So that's my blog for today, and I'll be sure to check in as we continue. Cheers.